Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So these are some questions for what concert I'm doing, and I have to make a song and stuff about the environment. So I chose to do climate change.
Okay.
So one of the questions I have is why is it important to take care of the environment?
Well, let me see. I made some notes here. Let me if I can find them. Of course, I can't find them now. Hold on a sec. I could probably wing it, but I thought I took some thought this morning. Here we go. Why is it important for to take care of the environment? Is that was the first question?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's let's see. Hold on a second. I think it's really important. We have to have a clean, healthy environment, which sustains us. It sustains the plants and the animals. It provides for a reliable food source for us. Without a clean environment, the food that we grow and harvest would not be good. A clean, healthy environment gives us clean, fresh water, which we need to drink, clean air to breathe, clean oceans to provide us with safe seafood, and basically a very stable ecosystem, which provides for a lot of different life forms to live. And those are the resources that we have to keep us alive.
Yeah. Were there times where like the soil or the water and stuff like that were bad and like it was polluted or something like that?
Yeah, that's a really good question. This country and a lot of other countries, we haven't taken the best care of our water, our groundwater, surface water, and soils. I would say in this country, the Industrial Revolution, if you've heard anything about that, that was probably in the 1700s, 1800s, where we started to develop things, manufacture things, build things. We really started to pollute the environment, and clean, dirty up the air. But some of the countries, including our own, we've gotten to the point where we've, developed some laws and some regulations to protect the environment. You with the EPA Clean Water Act, other EPA regulations really have allowed us to put some laws in place so that any of the polluters, will get fined, and there'll be some disincentive to do what they do. So I think we're getting better. At least this country. There are other countries that are still developing, which are going through the same process that we went through. They're burning coal when we're trying to get to a green energy source.
Yeah.
So, I think we're doing better.
I think so too. What do you think one person could do to help change the climate, the environment itself?
Well, that's another good question because you think I'm only one person. What can I do?
Yeah.
But if you recycle, I think minimizing your waste and recycling when you can is probably the easiest thing that we can do. And as a combined society, that's something that will make a huge impact. If one person doesn't know, but if millions of people do it, it has a dramatic effect, positive effect.
What are a few things like what other than recycling? Like what else? What other things can we do?
Well, I would say, look at how we throw things away. This has always been a consumer society in the United States,
Yeah.
where we buy a lot of stuff and we throw everything out. And
Yeah.
look at the things that you buy and look at if they are recyclable, and if they're not recyclable, can you, instead of throwing them in the garbage where they end up going into a landfill,
Yeah.
where rainwater rains on it and leaches things into the groundwater. Look at the products that you buy. How sustainable are they? Can they biodegrade? Can you put them out back where they'll degrade naturally and provide a substance for the invertebrates, the worms, all the things that live in the soil? So that's one thing we can do.
Yeah. So, as you know, like I said, this is about a concert and a song that I'm gonna write. So, in this song, what message do you think I should bring out and have?
Well,
Stuff like that.
that's another good one. I would say, first of all, you got to have a good guitar solo like Jimi Hendrix, right? You know, that's probably the most important part. But I would say, the music should really speak to our responsibility in keeping this planet healthy. We've been really blessed with a health with a planet that's got healthy, a lot of resources that sustain us, and provide us, with a good life. I think, it's our collective responsibility to use those resources wisely,
Yeah.
and learn from our mistakes. We have not been the best stewards of this planet.
Yeah, no.
But I think people are coming around to the realization that this is our this is our only planet that we live on. So
Yeah.
we got to take good care of it,
Yeah. I think that's,
and it's got to have a good base too.
yeah.
So
definitely.
when sea levels rise, are you gonna be willing to buy some nice oceanside property in Middletown?
Oceanside. Well, you know what they're talking about in California, and I was talking to my brother who lives out there. I forget the what valley it is where they have all the agriculture. They're saying that's going to be an inland sea pretty soon. They're
Wow.
talking about with the climate change. You look at look at the flooding. Look at look at Carlsbad Cavern that just got flooded out. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be disproportionate what's going to happen. So they're talking about an inland sea, and I don't know if it's the south, it's the Napa Valley where they have all the wineries and things like that. So, yeah, I'll buy some ocean, side property, I think you're gonna have an inland sea, and the Connecticut River is gonna be all marine.
We'll visit you on Guilford Island.
Yeah, well, my elevation is 22 feet above sea level, and I have a stormwater discharge channel. It's a right of way the town has. And I can tell you today, we got some good rain, and it was roaring. And a lot of times when we get rain, the thing will really swell up. And I'm kind of on a slope, so I would expect half my property will probably be, a nice little river.
Yeah.
Probably.
Thank you.
I got my fishing pole.
You want a copy of the song when it's ready?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Oh,
Oh.
definitely.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, it's got. Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Dave, thank you so much for
Yeah.
taking the time.
Oh, my pleasure. Anything else I can do to help, I'm a big Jimi Hendrix fan. I grew up with him back in the 60s and 70s. And, the guy was phenomenal. It's a shame he's not around,
Yeah, it is.
you
But
know.
drugs and stuff like that. So
Well, you can walk in his footsteps then.
yeah,
Except for the drug.
oh, man. I haven't chosen whether or not I want to die young yet. So
Yeah. It's a good topic. It really is, because there's a lot of good things that come out of music. It really makes people think about stuff.
yeah.
know. So,
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
all right.
Have a great
Good
one.
luck.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, you betcha. See ya.